thing is you got to be able to account for Justin Hem as a runner and a passer. I'm interested to know what kind of a defensive game plan Scott Valentine and his coaches have to actually try to take away the running ability of Hem, because he's a passer, he's an adequate passer, he's thrown for over 1,000 yards, but it's the running ability that could give the Ashland defense fits. I think when you look at Sane and you look at Hem, I think the bigger game plan is trying to minimize the impact that this quarterback Hem can have tonight.
Another problem, too, when you think about it, the Piqua defense is going to have their hands full, too. Now, we saw last week against Tiffin Columbian when the Tornadoes were able to get pressure on Taylor Housewright. Well, Ashland was out of their offense, but in the second half, when the offensive line made adjustmts, then it was a little bit different. If you give Taylor Housewright time to throw, he has a number of different targets to throw to, and that, I think, will give Piqua's defense, if Housewright has time to throw, problems.
Now, wasn't it a tale of two halves last week? In the first half, pressure all over Housewright. He did not have a lot of time to sit back in the pocket. We've seen his ability to look to a primary, look to a secondary, actually look to a third receiver. He goes through his progressions very effectively, and he minimizes mistakes. He has not thrown an interception in the two playoff games, but the one thing I'd like to see him do is distribute that football around, because one of the keys for Ashland, one of the advantages, is their depth at receiver. Brandon Harris was shut out last week. He didn't have a catch. He's got to have a catch tonight. He's got to figure in the passing game. So if Taylor Housewright can spread the ball out to up to 6 receivers, and if Ashland can establish a running game, you take away that 42-yard run by Dan Eisenhower last week, Ashland had no running game. So running game tonight for the Arrows is going to be particularly important, and spread the ball around if you're Taylor Housewright. Get all those receivers involved.
Ashland's been able to come up with big plays all year long, especially against Senior High and against Clear Fork, against Southview, and last week when they had to come up with a defensive stand, they did. We'll see if they can do it again tonight in Week 13 after these words.
Catherine knows what it's like to be a senior citizen. That's why she delivers meals to people who could use a little help. And we know how to help Medicare subscribers like Catherine. That's why we offer Anthem Senior Advantage. There's no monthly plan premium, and Anthem Senior Advantage covers almost every healthcare service you may need, including preventive care like health screenings, vision and hearing exams, built-in Medicare Part D coverage for generic and brand drugs, including some generic drugs not covered by most Part D plans. You can see your primary care doctor for only $10 a visit. And you get a membership in the Silver Sneakers Fitness Program.
Empress Express, Richland Bank, and by Mid-Ohio Collision Center.
Tiffin Stadium, the place in the regional final. The game between the Piqua Indians and the Ashland Arrows, and Bob and I tonight, for the first time in 5 years, will be calling the game outside, and quite frankly, tonight, that's a good thing.
Nice setup out here. We're out on the balcony outside the press box. And thank goodness for about 5-mile-an-hour winds and what feels like, maybe 33, 34 degrees. There we are, high atop Frost Calno Stadium. This is a stadium where Tiffin Calvert plays, Tiffin Columbian plays here, Heidelberg College plays here, and Tiffin University plays here.
The Ashland Arrows will be receiving to start this football game, and getting set to kick off for the Piqua Indians is number 33, Wes Reed. Back deep for the Ashland Arrows is Nate Cooper, and number 16, Shane Hiller.
Trying to get things narrowed down to the Final Four. Winner of this game, they get a berth in the Final Four. The other 3 games being played tonight: Macedonia Nordonia versus Chardon, Columbus Bishop Watterson versus Pickerington Central, and Cincinnati Turpin versus Harrison. We'll be down to Final Four after tonight.
About ready to get this one started on the progress here at Tiffin. No mud tonight. Reed says he's ready, and here he goes from 8 yards away, puts his foot to it, kicks a squibber. That will be taken by Dan Eisenhower, who drops it. He picks it back up, looking for some place to run, cuts it up inside, crosses the 20, and is knocked down at about the 23, 1st and 10 Ashland from that point.
Ashland on offense, keyed by Taylor Housewright, 443 yards passing and 6 touchdowns without an interception in the 2 playoff wins. Dan Eisenhower, he's closing in on 1,000 yards rushing and a deep, deep receiving corps. Harris, Kerr, Fairhurst, McFarland, Cooper, and Spicer.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ashland with the ball on their own 23-yard line as we get this one underway. Arrows come to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Housewright in shotgun, gets the ball, back to throw, looks, throws, ball caught by Logan Kerr to the 30, to about the 31-yard line, and a good gain on first down.
On defense for Piqua, first team Southwest District performer Pete Rolfe and his brother David, they fly to the football from their linebacker spots. Another first teamer on the defensive line, 6'2", 253-pound Dusty Snyder.
In on that last tackle for the Piqua Indians was number 33, Wes Reed. It is second down and about 2, Ashland. Ball on the 31. Housewright in shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Housewright gets the snap. He's back to throw. He has the time. He throws. Logan Kerr's got it again. Kerr knocked down for a loss. Back at about the 27-yard line, and this is going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 as Piqua's defense was all over that one.
Well, corner out there on Logan Kerr did a nice job in the open field bringing Kerr down. He's a guy we've seen make plays in the open field. Give number 3 some space, and he's going to make you pay. But a good open field tackle brings up 3rd down and about 6.
3rd down 5, 10:34 left to go here in the first quarter. They'll put the football down at the 28. And Ashland's out of the huddle. Again, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side. Brandon Harris, Logan Kerr, and I believe that's Nate Cooper split to the far side of the field. Whistle, flags go down, and we might have delay of the game. Let's see.
Play clock was down at 00. I think that's what we will have. First penalty of the ball game works against Ashland.
Delay of the game against Ashland. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. So back to the 23-yard line goes the football, the original line of scrimmage.
Help you get to know these Piqua Indians. In the first week of the playoffs, they beat Toledo Central Catholic, last year's Division II state champion, 33-14. And they beat Wapakoneta last week, 40-21. They play in the Greater Western Ohio Conference in the Western Division.
Same formation. 3 wide receivers once again. Housewright in shotgun, gets a snap, he's back to throw, he runs out of time, he throws the ball upfield, and that is pass interference. Pass was intended for Nate Cooper. Back there defending for the Piqua Indians was Ty Knox, and he's going to get hit with a penalty, so Ashland gets their first down via the penalty.
Well, that one was fairly obvious. There's no doubt this was contact before the football got there. Interfering with the receiver's ability to make the catch. And that's going to be first down via the penalty for Ashland after they mark off the 15 yards against Piqua.
And they'll move the sticks.
Other teams that play in the Western Division of the Greater Western Ohio Conference. Northmont's in there, Trotwood, Madison, Troy, Sidney, and Butler to give you a flavor of the kind of competition that Piqua faces.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ashland ball's at their own 38-yard line. Again, they go with 3 wide receivers, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Here's Logan Kerr going in motion. Snap of the ball, they give it away. Dan Eisenhower gets close to the 40-yard line before he is brought down.
One of the things we thought was very important when we were discussing this game was Ashland's ability to actually establish a running game. Very critical to take some of the heat off of Housewright. Eisenhower, his first carry of the night, weaves his way inside and then pulls a would-be tackler along for a gain of about 2.
Jay Pitcock made the tackle. I'll be rooting for his older brother tomorrow, believe you me. And if you don't know who his older brother is, it is Quinn Pitcock, the defensive lineman for Ohio State. We'll take a break, no score, 9:35 to go, Piqua nothing, Ashland nothing.
Give me an F, give me an R, give me an E, free. Give me a checking account with Empire, it's free. we'll give you $25. Our free checking offers you no monthly fees, no minimum balance, free online banking and bill payment, free checks. Support your school with Spirit Checks, featuring your team's logo on every check. For every box you order, we make a cash donation to your school.
We got Spirit, yes we do. We got Spirit, how about you?
Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Join us today.
Be a part of it.
I'm Robert Franz, music director of the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra. For me, every concert is a thrilling journey, and I want to take you along. The Mansfield Symphony Orchestra is better than ever. In fact, it's one of the reasons North Central Ohio is such a great place to live. Join me for an adventure with the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra live in the historic Renaissance Theater.
Boy, I'm sure glad my dad's doors are tough. My dad says Gander Doors installs quality doors with kids like me in mind. He says that the life of a garage door endures a lot of hardship from active families who have kids like me. People have been trusting Gander Doors for 3 generations. So when you need a garage door, you should call my dad at Gander Doors. Right, Dad?
That's right, son. So give us a call at Gander Doors, 529-2002.
Tonight's instant replay is brought to you by Mid-Ohio Collision Center. Certified collision repair with a lifetime warranty.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ashland ball is at their own 40-yard line. House right and shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the opposite way. House right back, the ball is tipped, and it is incomplete. He wanted to get the football to Brandon Harris to the near side, but one of the fellows along the line of scrimmage got a paw on it, and it is 3rd down and 8.
That tip ball at the line of scrimmage can be a turnover in a heartbeat, so Ashland really dodges a bullet here. House right has it knocked in the air by number 9 for Piqua.
It's Pete Rolfe.
Yeah, Pete Rolfe, one of the 2 linebackers, the Rolfe brothers, that linebacker for the Indians.
He's 6'5", 225. He's a big boy.
You know, you talked about Quinn Pitcock back in the day. He was a player here at Piqua. Matt Finkus, Buckeye, also played at Piqua.
They like their football. There he is. That is Mr. Rolfe right there. It's 3rd down and 8. House right back to throw. He's under pressure. He may run now. Throws, and it is underthrown. Pass was intended for Brandon Harris. He really had no shot at that one, and it is 4th down, and Ashland will punt the football away with 9:24 to go here in the first period.
Tip ball at the line of scrimmage turned the tide in that possession.
Justin Hem and Brandon Sane back deep to receive the punt of Andy Baker.
Not often you see a quarterback dropping back deep to return a punt, but they've got the 2 most dangerous offensive weapons also on the punt receive team.
There's a snap. It's right at him. Here comes the boot, and a good kick. And Hem will take a fair catch and do it at about the 26. And Shadron Starnes got leveled by Brandon Sane. Oh, boy.
Well, let's see what Brandon Sane has to offer. He is a Mr. Football candidate. He is verbally committed to Ohio State University for the fall of 2007, and he has plenty of press clippings to support some pretty gaudy numbers in 2006.
All right, here come the Indians. They come to the line of scrimmage. There you see Coach Scott Valentine, and they give it away to Brandon Sane, who gets the carry, and he's knocked down after a gain of about a yard.
Piqua on offense is keyed by the quarterback, Justin Hem. 291 yards rushing and a touchdown in these last 2 playoff weeks. Brandon Sane, as we said, verbally committed to OSU for 2007. He's got 251 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground in 2 playoff games. And big lineman Ben Davis, 6'3", 263.
Again, Brandon Sane gets the carry and advances it up to about the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7, Piqua. So they run Brandon Sane twice and pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 yards.
Ashland on defense, led by the OCC Player of the Year, Shadron Starnes. School record 185 tackles. And the sack attack, Mac Lewis with 13. Cody Fast with 10 sacks, and Luke Rogers has 8.
Hem back to throw, fires a bullet, and it is complete for a 1st down on the far side. And coming up with the catch over on the far side is number 7, David Rolfe. 1st and 10 Piqua at the 36-yard line.
Rolfe, a linebacker on defense, playing some offense with the first reception from Justin Hem. Hem with 1,396 yards through the air, 21 touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
They'll go with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. It's the option. Desane, he cuts it up at the 35, gets hit by Cody Fast, and he's going to be dropped for about a yard loss. 2nd and 11 for the Piqua Indians. Good defense that time by the Ashland Arrows.
Cody Fast stepped right up, and he met Brandon Sane in the gap, and big number 55 for Ashland stopped him right at the line of scrimmage, actually pushed him back. He lost a yard.
2nd down and 11, Piqua.
We don't think this Ashland defense is keyed up to make a statement against number 28.
Yeah, you're going up against what's supposed to be the best high school running back in the state of Ohio this year. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Hem back to throw. He steps up into the pocket, throws a bullet, and the ball is caught. And a good catch in Ashland territory by David Rolfe. Brandon Harris made the tackle, and that ball was thrown on a line, and a heck of a catch, too, by David Rolfe with Brandon Harris all over him. 1st and 10, Piqua.
That is on a rope, 25 yards down the field. 2nd catch on this possession by David Rolfe. Rolfe with 12 catches coming into the ball game for 182 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's got the first 2 from Justin Hem.
Again, they go with 4 wide receivers, 1 to the near side, 3 to the far side. It's Hem that will take it himself across the 40 and down to about the Ashland 36-yard line for a gain on the play of about 4. 2nd down and 6, Indians.
We made mention of it in the pregame. It may be the running ability of Justin Hem that is doubly difficult for defenses to defense against, to game plan against. 1,175 yards rushing for the quarterback for Piqua and 10 rushing touchdowns.
6 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the first period. It is 2nd down and 6, Piqua. Snap of the ball. Hem's back to throw. He swings it out. Brandon Sane's got it at the 30. He's to the 25, to the 20. Inside the 20 and knocked down at about the 17-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go, Piqua. And he is quick.
Out of the backfield, 19 yards on the pitch and catch. Hem to Sane. Number 28 just looping out of the backfield, caught it behind the line of scrimmage and turned it up, and you can see the acceleration that Jeff just mentioned. 19 yards and another 1st down.
McFarland and Starnes on that last tackle. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Piqua from the 17. Option to Sane, trying to get outside. Gets around one man, gets around another at the 10. He's inside the 10 and knocked down at about the 7. It looks like it's going to be 1st and goal, Piqua, as they put it down at the 6.
Gain of about 11 should be enough to move the chains and bring up 1st and goal. Boy, in the early going, you can see the acceleration, the way number 28 squares those shoulders, and he is up to full speed in just a few strides.
1st and goal, Piqua, from the Ashland 6-yard line. Well, I can see why Jim Tressel wanted him. Piqua to the line of scrimmage. Also in the backfield is number 4, that's Willie Monbeck at fullback, and we're going to have illegal procedure charged against the Indians. One of the offensive linemen jumped, and that's Lee Middleton, number 79, who was a little anxious.
Well, at that particular spot on the field, that's going to be a big boost. It was 1st and goal from the 6. Now it'll be 1st and goal back at the 11. So the orange and black unit on defense gets a bonus right there.
Clock is stopped with 5:45 left to go in the first period. Piqua to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with 2 wide receivers. 1 split about 15 yards to the far side of the field and 1 to the near side about 10. Backs are split. They're going to give it away on a counter. Running with it is Sane. Sane gets hit at about the 11 and is dropped right there. Good penetration by Ashland's middle guard, Luke Rogers, helped stuff that play right there. So 2nd and goal from the 12 on a loss of 1.
Ashland Arrows 2 playoff wins in week 1. Sylvania Southview 47-34, and last week it was Tiffin Columbian 14-9. So uncharted waters as far as the playoffs are concerned for these Ashland Arrows here in week 13.
Hammond shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 1 side, 1 to the near side. He's going to keep it himself, get to the 10, and knock down just inside the 10 at about the 9. 3rd and goal from that point. In on the stop for Ashland was number 25. One of the arrows there, Matt Lewis.
High snap out of the shotgun, slowed down the development of that play, allowed the defense an extra half step, and it was enough to catch up to Justin Hem and bring him down after a short gain, just about a yard on the gain by him.
4:47, the clock is stopped. Piqua comes to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hammond shotgun, gets the snap, he's back to throw. Looks one way, now comes back the other, will run at the 10. He's at the 5, inside the 5, gets hit and dropped at the 3. It'll be 4th and goal from inside the 5 at about the 3 for Piqua.
Well, and in the information that we were provided, they don't kick field goals at Piqua. Justin Hem, a nice job with the ball fake to the left side of the field, back to the right on the design keeper. Stopped and brings up 4th down from the 3, and they're going to forego the field goal. Information we had said they were only 1 out of 1 in the field goal department all season long.
Chris Snow made that last tackle, 4th and go Piqua from the 3. The Ashland 3-yard line, snap of the ball. Back to throw, Hem throws in. No, did Collier come up with it? No, incomplete, dropped it. And Ashland takes over on downs. Collier had it, almost made a one-handed catch, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, backing things up, Justin Hem on the roll to the left. He's got Collier out there wide open. I mean, he could have floated that ball out there because his primary receiver, Phil Collier, with 30 catches on the year and 14 touchdowns, he was running in wide open spaces. Bad ball by him, and the Ashland Arrows, they really dodged the situation there, but they've got to operate in the shadow of their own goal line. And Taylor Housewright, the quarterback, he's the guy you want at the controls because he does not make mistakes, particularly down here.
They line up in the eye. Luke Rogers comes in at a fullback. Eisenhower is the tailback. He gets the football and gets it out to about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line for a gain on the play of a couple, 2.5 maybe. That'll bring up 2nd down and a short 8 for the Arrows.
Boy, we've got a game full of big plays, and I know it's maybe a little premature to call that the play of the game, but at 3:34 to go in the first quarter, a wide open Phil Collier missed by Justin Hem. That's a play that I think Hem and Collier make the next 90 times in a row.
Again, pretty much the same formation. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. They line up in the eye. Snap of the ball. Again, Eisenhower gets the football, trying to find some place to run. He is in big trouble, and he's going to get knocked down at about the 2-yard line. That's where they'll say his forward progress was. Piqua wants a safety, but they're not going to get it.
Got to operate very carefully here. East and west, not what you want to do when you're only 3 yards away from your own goal line. They turned Eisenhower around, and now he's going left and right instead of north and south. Forward progress, he's out of the end zone, so it's not a safety.
Dusty Snyder just about took the football away from him.
Third down
it
and
is
11.
3rd down, long. 3rd and 11, ball back at the 2-yard line. Eisenhower hands it off to the first back through. And let's see who carried the football that time. I think it was Luke Rogers who came in as a fullback, yes. He will be far short of his first down. Got it across the 5 and up to about the 7-yard line, but it's 4th down and Baker's in to punt again.
Looking for some room to just get the football out of there. Andy Baker needs a good kick here, as both Sane and Hem are inside Ashland territory. They're at the 41 waiting for the punt.
Starnes will snap right at him. Here comes the rush. Look out! And he just got it away, and it will go out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. The official says at the 45. That one came really close to being blocked.
Well, a 40-yard kick from your own end zone, that's a good job by Andy Baker. Avoids a heavy rush from the left side of the defense and gets it out of there. A low mortar shot, tight spiral, headed right for the 45-yard line. So that's a big kick by Andy Baker.
And he got a pretty good roll, too. Well, 1st and 10, Piqua. 1st and 10 at Ashland's 45-yard line, 1:46 to go in the first period. Snap of the ball, they give it away to Sane. Sane cuts it up to the 40. And close to the 36-yard line for a gain of 9 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 1.
Looked like he was stopped after about a 5-yard gain. Sane keeps his feet, keeps on motoring. Slashing runner, I think, is the way I would describe Brandon Sane so far. 6 carries, 23 yards.
2nd down and 1. Ball at the Ashland 36. Pretty much same formation. Sane is in deep I formation. They give him the football again. He gets hit and dropped close to the 35. I think he's going to be short of his 1st down by less than a yard. He needs to get to the 35, and he was stopped about a half yard short. So it is 3rd down and a half yard to go. Shadron Starnes made the tackle for the Arrows. Under a minute to go, 1st quarter. No score between the Indians and the Arrows.
You're wondering about the losses. The 10-2 Piqua Indians lost in week 1 and week 10. Back in week 1, they lost 48-41 to Division I Grove City. Grove City, a team that finished the regular season 4-6.
Snap of the ball. Hem keeps it himself, has the 1st down, gets to about the 31-yard line, so Piqua keeps the football, moves the chains.
1st down, number 5 for the Indians. The other loss was to Division I Northmont, part of their conference schedule. Northmont finishes 8-3. They lose in the 1st round of the playoffs. That loss by Piqua was in week 10, where they lost to Northmont 21-14.
1st down, 10 yards to go, Piqua. Back to throw, Hem. He steps up. He gets away from the pressure, is in trouble, and is going to go down back at the 36. Cody Fast there, Shadron Starnes was there, and that is going to bring up 2nd down and long.
The 11th sack of the season for Cody Fast. Cody Fast doing a heck of a job. That was the play on the previous play, picking up the 1st down for Piqua, and that is the end of the 1st quarter.
Central Ohio Group Insurance at 136 East Main Street in Ashland wishes the Ashland Arrows football team success this weekend. Central Ohio Group Insurance, they're Ashland Arrow proud. Matt Tharp at Central Ohio Group Insurance salutes the 100th anniversary team. Go Arrows!
Are you in need of a little assistance and want to improve your lifestyle? The Golden Technologies seat lift chair is simple to operate and adjustable to a full range of positions. Available in the widest selection of sizes and luxury fabrics with options such as the Tranquil Ease Heat and Massage. Simply the very best lift and recline chair manufactured today. The Golden Technologies lift chairs designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. It's all about you.
Come try the Power Seat Lift Chair at Hirsch Drug in Mansfield. Finn Feather Fur Outfitters in Ashland support the Ashland Arrows football team. Visit Finn Feather and Fur Outfitters for all your hunting and outdoor supplies. Go Arrows! From Finn Feather and Fur Outfitters, Route 250 at I-71 in Ashland.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Also sponsored in part by First Federal Bank of Ohio, Richland County Children's Services, Hirsch Drug, and by Miller's Jewelry.
No score after 1 period of play. It's 2nd down and 14 for the Piqua Indians. Ball back at the Ashland 35-yard line.
Brandon Sane in the slot and in motion. He's going to be covered by a safety.
He gets the football and gets hit and dropped after he crosses the 35-yard line and gets to the 33. Gain on the play of about 2, maybe 3. They'll make up 3rd down about 12 for Piqua.
Brandon Sane in the state track meet last year. He is the champion in the 100 meters, setting a state record with a 100-meter time of 10.38. He also won the state title last year in the 400 meters. Quite the resume from Mr. Sane.
To the line of scrimmage comes Piqua. 5 wide receivers. Snap of the ball. Hems back to throw. He has plenty of time. He throws down the field. The ball caught by Phil Collier. He drops another one. Phil Collier twice. One was a difficult catch. This one was right there, and he dropped it. Oh, boy.
Boy, that is hard to believe. Phil Collier, the primary target of Justin Hem. 30 catches, 698 yards, and 14 touchdowns. He's the primary receiver by a long shot. More than twice as many catches as any other Indian. Ball hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it.
Third down. Beg your pardon, fourth down and 12. And the Piqua Indians in punt formation.
Good spot on the field, maybe to think about a fake.
There's the boot, and it's a rocket that will go into the end zone. 1st and 10 Ashland from the 20. David Rolfe with a nice-looking punt, but
well, I'm not so sure what that accomplishes. You gain 13 yards on that punt. And I have to believe that a punter has the ability to put the football out somewhere inside the 20-yard line. He just took off straight down the middle of the field with that punt. Nose over spiral like he was trying to kick from the middle of the football field, and the Indians gained 13 yards. That's to the Ashland Arrows' benefit, as Housewright's going to bring him back out in a scoreless ball game on the Empress Express scoreboard. The Division II Region 6 final game from Tiffin.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ashland ball at their own 20. A little bit better breathing room than the last time. Back to throw is Housewright. He kicks it out into the flat. Nate Cooper makes a nice move, but he'll get a couple of yards as Piqua's defense was quick to recover. Ty Knox was out there defensively. Also out there was David Rolfe for Piqua. Second down and about 8, Ashland from the 22.
He lets the rush come to him, and he delivers it in the flat to Cooper, and Cooper does a nice job with the comeback to the inside. Picked up about 3 yards. Good defense. Prevented a much bigger gain by Cooper. 12th catch of the year for Nate.
Dominic Allen also in on the stop for Piqua. 10 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the half. No score as Ashland comes to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at their own 22. They go with 3 wide receivers. Housewright back to throw. Has some time. Here comes the rush. He gets away from a couple. He will throw downfield. Nate Cooper goes up, makes the catch. First and 10 Ashland inside Piqua territory at about the 46-yard line. Andrew Spicer, went up and made that catch.
31 yards on the completion, and Taylor Housewright does a super job of letting the play develop, let his receivers get downfield when it broke down.
Flag down, though.
And it's coming all the way back because of an ineligible receiver downfield. So wipe the big catch by Andrew Spicer off the board. We're coming back.
I'd like to know what number. But in high school ball, they don't give you the number, so we'll never know. So the catch by Andrew Spicer is wiped out. And it'll be brought back inside the 20 and put down at about the 17 with 10:17 to go here in the first half. Come on, boy. There to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Harris is flanked to the far side of the field. Slot formation near side. Housewright gets the snap, going to keep the football himself. 25, he's to the 30, he's ahead to the 33. First down, Ashland. Brant Fox made the tackle for Piqua.
Well, when you have to respect Taylor Housewright as a runner, that's only going to do good things in the passing game. This time, Housewright, I think on the design, he's rolling right. He does not look downfield. Perhaps a pitch option, possibly, but it looks like he was going to keep it all the way. Tyler McFarland was the pitch back. Good enough for the first down. Number 2 for the Arrows.
Ashland to the line of scrimmage. Spicer and Logan Kerr, the wide receivers, to the far side of the field. Housewright and shotgun. Gets that snap. Going to run the football himself to the 35, to the 40, ahead to about the 43-yard line, and another Ashland first down.
Both these quarterbacks are cut from the same cloth. They can beat you running it. They can beat you throwing it. The last 2 plays, Taylor Housewright to the right side for 15. That time right up the middle for 10. Move the chains again. First down, number 3.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ashland, they're out of the huddle. McFarland and Spicer, the 2 wide receivers, to the far side of the field. To the near side, Nate Cooper. Housewright gets the snap. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He steps away. Flag goes down. We're going to get a hold against the Arrows here. And Spicer's knocked down at about the 43-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. We've got a chop block against the Arrows.
That is a block that we may be able to pick up on a replay. It happened right around the quarterback. Look for a block down around the knees. I'll see if we can pick it up. Slowed the pass rush down a little bit as Housewright does a nice job stepping up.
Did not see it.
Didn't see it from that particular angle. But it's going to work against Ashland. It's going to push him back.
They call it illegal block below the waist chop block. I guess there is a box in which you can, that's a 15-yard penalty, and they're going to knock the football all the way back to about the 24.
Because that's a spot foul also. So from the original line of scrimmage, you're going to take back to the spot of the infraction and then back 15 yards from that point. So that is a big, big penalty.
9:06 on a moving clock here in the first half. No score between these two teams. Ashland to the line of scrimmage again. Spicer and McFarland are the wide receivers to the far side. Nate Cooper to the near side. Housewright back to throw. Here comes the rush. Here comes the screen. The ball is tipped. McFarland makes the catch, but he's in big trouble. And catching the ball off the tip, he's going to be trapped all the way back at about the 16-yard line. So this is going to bring up third down and next month.
Well, the tip ball, McFarland still goes after it, and that allowed the defense really to converge on the receiver. First catch of the night for Tyler McFarland, but he's trapped 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This is handoff up the middle and punt the football. Don't try anything crazy because you need a country mile to move these chains.
Dominic Allen was one of the first Piqua Indians on that last tackle. Again, they go with three wide receivers. Housewright turns, gives it away. Jordan Eisenhower runs the football, gets it across the 20 to about the 21, and that's it. Fourth down.
Pickup of about 4 by Jordan Eisenhower. Seen him carry the ball a few times during this playoff run, but that was pretty much just rooted out of there as many yards as you can. Let's have Andy Baker come out and kick the football away on fourth down if we can't put it together here on third. But you are really in a hole. 3rd and 32.
Ashland comes to the line of scrimmage. Housewright in shotgun, gets it, keeps the football himself and goes straight ahead and runs into Jake Pitcock, number 92. And now it is fourth down and about 30.
Well, both these defenses are very, very solid. And on this particular series, you saw a staunch defensive effort by Piqua after the big penalty, the illegal block. Wiped out a big, big play on a reception to Andrew Spicer.
They've been able to put on a big rush. Baker gets a snap. He kicks, and this is not a good punt at all. It hits, takes a high bounce, takes a lateral roll, and it's 1st and 10 Piqua at the 38. We'll be back after this.
At First Federal Bank of Ohio, they're proud to be right here with you as they celebrate their first 115 years. From their founding father's humble beginnings to a strong and prosperous financial leader, they stand ready to meet all your financial needs.
This is Tom Moore, President of First Federal Bank of Ohio, inviting you to try our new internet banking and bill pay services.
In Galion, Mansfield, Mount Gilead, Tiffin, Cardington, Shelby, Bellevue, and Sandusky. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. The Old Parsonage at 1611 Eagle Way in Ashland salutes the Arrows for the record-breaking year from the McFrederick family and the Old Parsonage in Ashland. Go Arrows! What makes B-Dry the best? It could be their 25 years of service or their 200,000 satisfied homeowners. Dave Hedrick believes it's the great customer service.
As far as customer service, I think that's one of the things that really sets us apart from any other company in this industry. And that's one reason we shine.
Got water in your basement? Call B-Dry System of North Central Ohio. Your neighbors trust them. You can too.
First down, 10 yards to go. Piqua. Ball is at the Ashland 38. Hem is back. He throws to the sidelines. Brandon Sane makes the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds close to the 30-yard line on the far side of the field. Coming up with a tackle on the far side for Ashland's number 82, Chris Snow.
Second catch of the night for Brandon Sane for 27 yards. These Piqua Indians are in the playoffs for the 9th time. First appearance since 2001.
Piqua to the line of scrimmage, Hem in shotgun formation. They will go with 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. He's back to throw on 2nd and 2. He sets up, he has time, throws down the middle of the ball. Caught! And that is going to be a Piqua touchdown. Brandon Sane with the catch right down the middle. 6-0. Piqua with a try for point coming up.
Brandon Sane does a nice job concentrating because it looks like he's going to get his head taken off. This is alligator arm time for a lot of receivers. He does not take the shot. He holds on to the football, and he puts Piqua in the lead at 6:26, second quarter.
Then to try the point after is Wes Reed, number 33. Teams are down. There's a snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Kicked a line drive that just got over, but an inch is as good as a mile. Put it over the bar between the posts. It's Piqua 7, Ashland nothing.
Well, now you have to take a look at the resiliency on the side of the Ashland Arrows. Short field opportunity off the punt that did not go too far from Andy Baker. That is uncharacteristic of Baker. He's really solid most of the time. And then the strike from Hem straight over the middle to Brandon Sane. And Sane reaches out, looks like he's going to take a shot. The safety misses the shot, and Sane able to just keep the momentum going into the end zone. 31 yards for the touchdown. For Brandon Sane, that is his 4th receiving touchdown of the year.
Wes Reed will kick off. Shane Hiller back deep to receive.
A little wrinkle in the last possession by Ashland. Taylor Housewright keeping the football, seemed to be working. The drive stalled off the block below the waist call that wiped out a big play. So that was a swing of some 35 yards of field position, and Ashland could not get out of it.
Reed kicks a line drive. It'll be Nate Cooper at the 5, Cooper at the 10. He's to the 15, he's to the 20, he is to the 23, and that's it. So first down and 10 Ashland from that point. In on the stop for the Piqua Indians. Coming up to make the tackle was number 8. And that is Colin Nikolai on the tackle.
Nate Cooper kind of moving his way slowly, kind of looking for running lanes to develop. Nothing really develops that he can accelerate through, so Ashland takes over first and 10 from the 23. The officials are going to stop the clock because Piqua has taken a timeout.
Timeout, Piqua. Dan Eisenhower has spent most of this first half on the sidelines. It looks as though he's got an ankle that's giving him problems.
And we saw that actually in the first possession. And having Eisenhower not in there on offense really limits your ability. When you're on the ground, you're pretty much Taylor Housewright because there is no other back with any significant number of carries at all.
Well, this time of year, I know a lot of people make excuses for injuries. I know talk about quarterbacks being hurt, defensive players being hurt, running backs in this case being hurt, but when you get to this point in the season or at any point during mid-season or whenever, you got to have your 2s and 3s ready because they're not going to let you wait until everybody gets healthy. You got to go with what you got.
And if you're going to get to the Final Four, which is what one of these two teams will get to after tonight, you got to be ready to go. And if you're looking on the OHSAA website, you're seeing, well, where might Ashland go if they win? The OHSAA reserves the right to re-bracket the Final Four teams, so there's nothing given as to where Ashland might play should they win.
Here's Logan Kerr in motion on this first and 10 from the 23. Housewright back. He throws to the outside. Kerr's got it. A flag goes down. He's at the 30. He's ahead to the 32. And let's see what this flag is all about, as it stops the clock with 6:12. And we've had more flags in this half than what we had all last week.
Getting back to the possibilities next week.
Illegal motion, Ashland.
That'll be the third penalty against the Arrows for 25 yards. Didn't really see anything along the line of scrimmage as Kerr hauls in his third pass of the night, but it's not going to count. We actually heard one scenario where if Ashland wins, here's who they will play, here's where they will play. And just about the time we thought that that was solid information, we heard just the exact opposite. So the only thing we're willing to go out on a limb and say is the final four teams may be re-bracketed, and we won't know where either one of these two teams may play until probably Sunday afternoon.
What I understand is if Ashland wins, they will head to Canton. If Piqua wins, then they will head to Southern Ohio. Snap of the ball. Running with a football and getting short yardage was the first back through. And let's see who that was. That was number 31 for the Arrows. That is Shane Kipp who carried the ball. Shane picked up about 3. Second down and 12, Ashland from their own 21. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the half. Piqua up 7-0.
I think wrapping up the conversation about next week, I think it's fair to say that the information we have, it's unofficial.
Good enough. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. House right back throws. Logan Kerr's got it. Logan Kerr at the 25 and run down at about the 27-yard line. This is going to bring up about a third down and about 6.
Kerr pulls in his third reception of the first half. Good for about 6 yards, as you say. Drilled out of bounds on the far sideline. Big hit on the far sideline. Delivered by Phil Collier, two-way performer for these Indians.
Third down 6.
And the developing story continues to be Dan Eisenhower not in there. Ankle problem on the first series.
House right in shotgun. Gets the snap. He's back to throw. He throws. The ball is caught, and that is a first down. Logan Kerr makes the catch at the 35. So Ashland keeps the ball and moves the sticks.
Fourth catch for Logan Kerr. First down, number 4. And he threw right into the teeth of double coverage. He had corner coverage and safety help, but Taylor Housewright drilled it anyway. Housewright is completing the underneath routes. He has not been able to find a completion, stretching the football and going downfield with it. He is 7 out of 8 for only 14 yards.
Ty Knox, one of the Piqua Indians on that last tackle. Fairhurst split to the far side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Housewright gets the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Big rush, gets away from one. Cannot get away from another. Put the ball on the ground. Who's got it? Piqua. Oh boy. Turnovers will kill you. Housewright put it on the ground. And now Piqua's got it with a short field to work with.
Well, in a playoff season that has been absolutely void of mistakes by number 5, under heavy pressure, he rolls to his left, has the football stripped, does not protect the ball, and the Indians with short field opportunity off the Housewright mistake, one of a very, very few committed by number 5 all season long.
Dusty Snyder knocked it away. First down, 10 yards to go. Piqua. Ball is in the Ashland 24 with 4:55 to go. They can go up 2 scores. And in a game like this, oh boy, that's tough. Back to throw is Hem. He has time. He throws. The ball is caught by Rolf at the 20 and knocked down at the 19. Brandon Harris made the tackle on the far side.
That's the 3rd catch of the night for David Rolf.
Gain on the play 5. Second down, 5 yards to go. Piqua. 4.5 minutes to go, first half.
96 yards through the air now for Justin Hem, as he has been extremely efficient.
3 wide receivers to the near side of the field, 1 to the far side. Snap of the ball. Hem's back to throw. He's under pressure. He's being chased. He retreats back to the 32, to the 30. He throws the ball upfield. He throws incomplete. Nice job by Justin Hem to duck and dodge and at least throw it away before he got tackled.
Number 3 buying time to the far sideline, allowing some of his receivers to try to get back to the far side and maybe to get open, find a little seam to sit down in. The quickness of number 3, you can see why he's a 1,000-yard rusher, making oncoming rushers miss before throwing the incompletion.
Matt Lewis applied the pressure. 3rd down, 5, Piqua. Ball is at the 19, snap of the ball, Hems back to throw, he has time, now running out of it. Gets away, still running, and finally caught up to and dropped at about the 23. Shadron Starnes, I believe, got a hand on him and slowed him up for the rest of the black shirts to catch him and put him down to the turf.
It's going to be a loss of 4 for Justin Hem. This time he's unable to run away from the big pass rush, as just like Housewright was feeling some pressure in his face, Justin Hem on the last 2 plays has been feeling a little black and orange pressure coming his way.
He wanted to get the football to Brandon Sane. Now it's 4th down from the 24, 4th and 10. Hem back to throw, has time, steps up, throws, ball is intercepted. Pass is intercepted by Tyler McFarland. 1st and 10, Ashland from the 20. So the Ashland defense has an answer, and it remains Piqua 7, Ashland nothing.
Well, the Arrows and the Indians trade turnovers here. This time the Arrows step right in front and pick the football off.
Pass was intended for Kyle Bauman.
Tyler McFarland on the interception. In the secondary for Ashland, particularly in this postseason, they have been so opportunistic with interceptions and fumble recoveries. Wasn't it Logan Kerr that actually sealed the deal against Tiffin Columbian with the fumble recovery in the waning moments?
Dan Eisenhower is back in the lineup. Bad ankle or not, he's going to go. Snap. Housewright's going to carry the football, and a flag goes down again.
Came from the umpire, lined up behind the linebackers. See what he saw.
And this one's going to go against the Arrows again. Holding Ashland.
It's coming right at the umpire, and he's the one who threw the flag. Taylor Housewright brought down after minimal gain, but it's going to come back the other way. That is penalty number 4 against Ashland.
That'll put the football back at the 11-yard line.
Seems as though the Arrows have been operating out of upside down field position and big yardage to gain 1st down. 1st and 20 now, as the Arrows have to dig out from yet another hole.
2 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. In shotgun, here's Housewright. Keeps the football himself, gonna run it to the 15. Again, lost the football and is picked up out of the air and run in for a touchdown. And running it in for a touchdown is number 22, Ty Knox. For the 2nd time tonight, Taylor Housewright loses the football. And this one cost him 7 points. Wow.
Housewright trying to make something happen. He had about an 8-yard pickup, and the ball comes out, and in midair, picked up and run the other way.
Ty Knox with the touchdown. And now it is 13-0. Piqua with a try for point by Wes Reed coming up. There's a snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good on a ricochet shot off the left upright. 2:57 to play, and off the fumble recovery and return for a touchdown, it is now Piqua 14, Ashland 7. So that's 2 of those that I've seen in the playoffs. One went against Winford, and this one goes against Ashland.
Well, you almost wonder if Taylor Housewright is taking the whole burden upon himself, perhaps a little bit too much. Last 2 possessions, 2 Housewright fumbles, completely uncharacteristic. And this time, not only a turnover, but immediate points the other direction off of the midair fumble return for a touchdown by Ty Knox. Well, the Arrows in a big hole now, down 2 scores. To a powerhouse and to a team that many people feel would be an odds-on favorite to win the Division II title. as we worked our way through this week in the build-up to this game, the Ashland Arrows were not getting a lot of love across the state in this matchup, even though they were poll champions and undefeated at 12-0 coming in.
Cooper and Hiller back deep to receive this kick again by Wes Reed. He approaches it, kicks it, good kick. And it will be Cooper from the 6 to the 10 to the 15, up to the 20 to the 25, and knocked down at the 28. First and 10 Ashland from the 28. Now the Arrows are in a hole, and they would be good to see him get some points on the board before the end of the first half, and there's only 2:51 left in the second quarter.
Well, going into the locker room after a score going down 14-7 to the halftime locker room is a big, big difference compared to going down 14-0 and, for the most part, pretty deflated about things.
Yep, they come to the line of scrimmage.
Housewright back in there.
Fairhurst split to the near side, two wide receivers the opposite way. Housewright gets the snap, give it away. Dan Eisenhower, 35-40, puts his head down and gets ahead to the 45-yard line of Ashland. First down, Arrows.
Eisenhower rips off an 18-yard gain, picks up a first down, and shows no ill effects of the bum ankle suffered in the first quarter. Big number 34 just putting his head down like a locomotive. Tried to strip him there at the end of the run, but 34 holds on to the football and moves the chains.
First down, 10 yards to go. Arrows, they're at the line of scrimmage. Fairhurst split to the far side of the field. Logan Kerr and Brandon Harris are split to the near side. Housewright back to throw. He has some time, now running out of it and goes down. Goes down back at the 37-yard line. And putting the pressure on him is Dusty Snyder. So now it is second down and long. Back at about the 37 is where they will put the football down. Clock running with 2:09 to go in the first half.
For the second week in a row, we see a first half where Taylor Housewright has pressure in his face. Last week against Tiffin Columbian, we saw halftime adjustments. We saw a second half where Housewright had a lot more time to throw the football. You wonder how the wheels are turning in the offensive coordinator's mind right now about halftime changes to the pass blocking scheme.
Housewright back to throw on second down and long. He throws and the ball is caught and then juggled and dropped. Conrad Edson, the tight end, had it and lost it. Third down and long.
Housewright delivers the football. Not the easiest catch for Edson as he's turning around the opposite way. Good concentration to try to go after it with second effort, but Edson unable to pull it in. Brings up third down, 1:42 to go now. Clock is stopped in the second quarter from Tiffin.
Third down, 18, Ashland. They need to get to Piqua's 45. And Ashland takes time out. So the Arrows will take time to talk about things with $1:34 left to go here in the first half. Basketball's not that far away. Depending on what happens here, our first game.
Now, what's the thought here coming up in first Friday night in December? What are we going to do?
Well, first Friday night in December, as you see a helicopter, I think, probably, if I'm guessing, from the Dayton area, heading back south after shooting some highlights, I would imagine. First basketball game for Madison, Shelby, and Madison, depending on what happens here tonight and next week.
And that would be on Friday, December 1st.
Yep.
Okay, but the longer the Arrows go, the more that puts the first basketball Friday night in jeopardy.
Quite frankly, as I always say, football season doesn't last long enough, and basketball,
well,
when you
guess what?
get into the second half of the season.
Guess what, buddy
What?
boy? This is week 13 of the football season. There are 13 Friday nights in basketball season.
Well, that's fine. I'd rather see football go 15 weeks. That would be nice.
Yep.
Well, it is third down, 18, Ashland. Ball is at their own 37.
Boy, down and distance situations for Ashland tonight have just been horrible. Another big third down situation. Defense can play a little cushion. They can pin their ears back and come after Housewright. They just have not had favorable field position nor down and distance this entire first half.
And penalties have worked against them, but that's part of the game. Third down, 18. Ball at the 37. Housewright's back to throw. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He gets away. He's at the 40, to the 45, and knocked down at about the 46. It's going to be fourth down and about 9. Timeout, Piqua, with 1:27 left to play here in the first half.
Going to have to punt that football away, and Piqua alertly calling timeout, preserving time. Well, if you're wondering now that we're about one half of football in the books, Brandon Sane, verbally committed to OSU. The big I-back, the big stud, Mr. Football candidate.
Yes, yes.
How about 8 carries for 27 yards? 3 receptions for 58 yards. It's been as a receiver where he's done his damage. 31-yard touchdown catch. Ashland has accounted for Mr. Sane on the ground as a rusher. He's made them pay as a receiver.
The one reception and then the fumble that was a Sunday bounce into the arms of Ty Knox, who was taken in for a touchdown off of Taylor Housewright. That's kind of been the difference. Hem and Sane back deep to receive this punt by Baker.
Well, that compared to the inability of the Ashland offense to stretch the football down the field and complete anything in the intermediate to long pass category.
There's the punt, and it will roll out of bounds close to the 25-yard line, and that is where it does go out of bounds. So first down, 10 yards to go. Piqua from the 25 with 80 seconds left to play here in the first half.
Piqua Indians coached by Bill Neese in his 15th season at Piqua. The only head coaching job he's ever had. 124 wins, 45 losses.
Something tells me he's going to be there for a while.
Now with that fine stadium that we saw some literature on the way down here.
Yeah, they like their football in Piqua. Hem
Yes,
back to
they do.
throw. He's going to run it. And flags go down, and Hem gets hit out of bounds, but it was after the play was over.
Well, the collision between Hem on the near sideline and one of the secondary guys for Ashland, I mean, that was real time because neither one of them heard the whistles blowing. So Hem really took a shot. I think it was Logan Kerr and Hem on the near sideline. Take a look at this. Whistles and flags are already down, but Logan Kerr puts a shot on Justin Hem on the near sideline because neither one of them knew the play was dead.
Actually, I think Hem knew the ball was dead. Logan Kerr either didn't hear the whistle or just decided, you know what? But I think he didn't hear it.
5-yard penalty will work against Piqua in the meantime, so it's 1st and 15.
It is 1st and 15 for Piqua. Snap of the ball. They're going to give it away. Running the football is Willie Monbeck, and another flag goes down. What's this about?
Boy, we had an extremely clean game, penalty-free nearly last week with Ashland and Tiffin Columbian. Not so here in the first half tonight.
Holding Piqua.
Well, this is a field position situation, not necessarily a down situation, so I assume Ashland's going to take the 10 yards, push him back even further.
Heard that one loud and clear.
Open up that sideline microphone, and he comes booming in. 1:09 remaining now in the first half.
Ball goes back to about the 10-yard line, where it makes it first down and about 26. 2 wide receivers, one each way for the Piqua Indians. Snap of the ball. They give it away on a draw. Here's Brandon Sane. He gets hit and dropped as he crosses the 15, goes forward to about the 17-yard line. In on the stop for Ashland. One of the tacklers there was Chris Snow.
Brandon Sane's got the full package. He's going to be running for the Buckeyes in 2007, but he's got a track season ahead of him after football's over. He is the reigning champion and state record holder in the 100 meters. Set the record last year, 10.38. That is world class.
Don't know if it's world class, but it is state class, that's for sure. That's a runner. And Justin Hem takes a knee, and they're just going to run out the clock. 14 seconds and counting, and Piqua says, all right, we're happy. We're up 14-0. After 1 half of play, our score, it's Piqua 14 and Ashland nothing.
Give me an F, give me an R, give me an E.
This third quarter. Andrew Spicer will kick off.
Pressure will be on the Ashland defense. They certainly need a 3 and out in order to begin to turn the tide and get the momentum back in favor of the Ashland Arrows. Piqua looking to potentially deliver the knockout blow on the first possession of the third quarter.
Piqua lived on Ashland's end of the field in that first half. Maybe the Arrows can turn it around in the second half. Here we go. Kick, and the ball is squibbed on the ground, and it'll be taken by one of the up men who picks it up off the bounce, and that's Dusty Snyder, who gives Piqua a fairly decent field position, 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now keeping the football away from Sane and Hem, the deep backs. They're going to squib it along the ground.
First down, 10 yards to go for Piqua, as they lead 14-0 as we start the third quarter. They go with 4 wide receivers, 3 of them to the near side of the field. Kyle Bauman is the split receiver to the near side of the field, and Hem will call his own number, carry the football to the 40, to the 45, and almost to the 46. As a matter of fact, he gets there, and the gain on the play is 9 yards. 2nd and 1, Piqua.
Well, with the option back behind him, Sane is a big weapon. You certainly have to key on Sane, but Hem, double threat as a runner and a passer. He tucks it up, gets 9 yards, good yardage on first down. 2nd down and short, and this really opens up the playbook. A lot of different opportunities when you're sitting down there 2nd and short around midfield.
Shotgun formation. Hem gets a snap, back to throw, wants to throw, looks at Same, now will go downfield, and that ball is going to be and should have been intercepted, but it is not. Brandon Harris had his eyes on it, and Collier, seeing that he was not going to catch the football, made sure that Brandon Harris wasn't going to.
Kind of floated on him a little bit. It was not on time. It was late. Collier had to hold up and come back for the football. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. Just incomplete, brings up 3rd down and short. Now the Indians go back to the business of picking up the first down.
3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Hem gets the football. He'll pick up the first down himself, or will he? Wait a minute.
Oh, that spot is not a good spot. You're going to have to mark that. Bring the chains out and check it out. I don't think he got it.
Shadron Starnes made the tackle, and he didn't make it. It is 4th down. And Pick was bringing on the punt team. So Ashland's defense holds, and it appears that Piqua will be punting the football. David Rolfe will punt the football for Tyler McFarland. But Brandon Sane is the up man, and now they're short 1 player.
They're going to have to call timeout here if the play clock hasn't even begun to cycle yet. They haven't started it. And he just, the official on the near side just noticed play clock never started. That was close to delay of game, so the Piqua Indians, they really got away with one there. There you go. Now it starts.
I don't know if it because the clock malfunctioned or the officials never set the football.
I don't think the official ever started the play clock in motion.
Snap, and they will punt it. Here's Rolfe's punt. A flag is down. McFarland comes up, makes the catch, looking for some place to run. Gets out of the pack at the 30, to the 35. He's to the 38 and run down. Good return. But there's a flag down on the far side of the field. What is this about? Illegal procedure, Piqua.
Well, you may want to decline that and take a good return. You've got it 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. And I would be surprised if they have Piqua kick this football again.
I would say you go ahead and take the football right there.
Tyler McFarland, nice job on the run back, and they will decline it.
Brandon Sane made the tackle.
Well, when Justin Hem got 9 yards on 1st down, brought up 2nd down and short, they try the home run ball, then they come back to the keeper thinking we'll just pick up the 1st down, we'll move the chains. Didn't work out that way, so the Ashland defense got the job done. And now the offense needs to get the Arrows back in the game by points on the board.
3 wide receivers, Harris, Kerr, and Cooper, who is split to the near side. Housewright gets the snap, give it away. Eisenhower runs the football across the 40, ahead to the 45, and to the 46. Good gain on 1st down of 8. It's 2nd down and 2, Ashland.
You really get the idea that Dan Eisenhower, overcoming that ankle, is feeling no pain. He's feeling nothing but juiced up to get the football and go between the tackles, which is what number 34 does best. He's closing in on 1,000 yards. He needs 31 to break 1,000. He's got 29 right now.
3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 flank to the far side. Here's Logan Kerr in motion. They give it away to Eisenhower again, who has a 1st down as he gets into Piqua territory and is run down at the 47. And that's something rare tonight. The Arrows with the ball in Piqua territory. And on their first drive of the 3rd quarter, that's where they're at.
Dan Eisenhower, the senior, goes over 1,000 yards on this carry, a 6-yard pickup. Good enough to move the chains. But Dan Eisenhower has given Coach Scott Valentine yet another 1,000-yard rusher.
9:21, moving 3rd quarter clock. Ashland to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 at the Piqua 47-yard line. 2 wide receivers flank to the far side of the field. Snap of the ball. They give it away to Eisenhower again. He gets across the 45 and down to the Piqua 43. Jay Pitcock on the tackle for the Piqua Indians.
Boy, you can
along with Shea Seltzer.
You can see it coming. They're using Eisenhower to soften up that middle, get the linebackers closer to the line of scrimmage, bring the safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage. Housewright has not been able to get the ball downfield. Dan Eisenhower is in the preliminary stages of allowing that to happen by softening the middle with 3 runs in a row.
2nd down and about 6, Ashland. Ball's at the Piqua 43. Whistles, stop play, and what's this about?
Delay a game. Play clock down to 00.
You have to hurry up, fellas.
Well, and that one's got to be on the coaching staff for not getting it in quick enough, because Taylor Housewright, he's staring at a play clock. This is just like Community Stadium. He's got it right there. You see it. Got it on each end of the field. So if Housewright is slow in the huddle, he can be speeded up, but the play on the sidelines needs to be quicker.
Well, play clock down to 12 seconds now, and at 10 as Ashland comes to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers flank to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Here comes the blitz. Housewright gets away from it and is going to be dropped at the 48. Coming in to make the tackle for the Piqua Indians is Dusty Snyder.
Dusty Snyder, an all-teamer, first-teamer, Southwest District. He's all over Housewright, brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. Taylor lost a yard on the play. 7:59 clock moving, 3rd quarter from Tiffin. 14-0 on the Empress Express scoreboard. The Indians over the Arrows.
3rd down and 11, Ashland. Ball at the Piqua 48-yard line. Snap. Housewright back in trouble, steps up, gets away, now will run, 35, 40, has a 1st down, and tackled at the Piqua 36-yard line. Wes Reed made the tackle, and it is Ashland's deepest penetration in Piqua territory all night long, and it's good for a 1st down.
And he was almost brought down behind the line. Big-time pursuit does not catch up to number 5, and he goes north and south. Sees the contact coming, keeps possession of the football, moves the chains, You really get the feeling at this stage of the game, if Ashland can stick it in and draw within 14-7, brand new ball game.
We'll see. We will see. Two wide receivers flank to the far side of the field, one to the near side. 1st and 10 Ashland. Housewright's back to throw. Hits the screen. Cooper's got it. Good defensive play on the near sideline by Piqua's defense. I believe coming up to make the tackle, David Rolfe, who was right there. No gain.
First completed pass of the second half, and again, underneath. Let the pass rush come, dump the football off on the screen, but only a yard to show for the effort by Nate Cooper, his second catch tonight. The only big play downfield was wiped out when Andrew Spicer had a 31-yarder wiped out on a block below the waist.
Two wide receivers flank to the far side, one to the near side on the 2nd down on about 10. Housewright's back to throw. He has some time. He whips it over for Logan Kerr, dropped the ball. He had it at the 30, went to his knees to get it and dropped it. Now it's 3rd down and about 10. Stops the clock with 6:28 to go in the 3rd period. And here you see it again. Kerr, I don't think, ever had the football. Would have made it a little more manageable. Instead of 3rd down and about 10, it would have been 3rd and about 4. As it is 3rd down, and we'll call it a short 10. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, one to the near side. Snap of the ball. Housewright back to throw, being chased. He throws, and this ball is going to be incomplete. It was intended for Tyler McFarland, but nowhere near him, and it is 4th down.
Unlike last week when we saw halftime adjustments giving Housewright more time to throw the football, in this possession in the 3rd quarter, he's still under heavy pressure. Had to get rid of that early, and it does bring up 4th down. But from this particular spot on the field, Andy Baker doing the punting. If he kicks it into the end zone, they gain 15 yards. Good spot on the field if you're going to try some trickery.
Andy Baker to punt. Hem and Brandon Sane are back deep. There's the snap and the kick. Angling for the corner. Let's see where the official's going to knock it out. And he steps up, 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Piqua from their own 15. So we'll take a break and be back.
Give me an F, give me an R.
In the corner. He's at the 15. He's knocked down close to the 20. Close to a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 for Piqua. 6:05 on the moving 3rd quarter clock here.
10 carries now for Brandon Sane for 39 yards. Ashland defense has held him in check. He's got 3 catches for 58 yards. He has accounted for one of the 2 Piqua touchdowns, a 31-yard catch back in the 2nd quarter.
Arrows could use a turnover down here. Hem gets the snap from shotgun, back to throw, throws. Sane's got it. 25, 30, 35, 40. This one's coming back. A flag is down. There is a flag on the play, and this may be coming back.
That's a block in the back or a hold right on the corner. As Sane started to go north and south, then it'll be an illegal block in the back. Spot foul. See if we can pick it up here. I think it may have already happened. Pretty sure that it has. Pretty good run there by Brandon Sane. You can see that he is a quality Division I athlete. Buckeyes going to be glad to have him next year. But that run is not going to stand up.
This one's coming back, and we'll find out where the spot of the football is after everything's all set up.
Be a spot foul, so it's going to come back, and we may be able to pick it up. We'll take another look in regular speed, see if we can see it from the very beginning. Look out in front of Brandon Sane as he comes this way.
Still don't see it.
Yeah, don't know that I caught it. It was early on, right about the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10. 5:22 on a moving 3rd quarter clock. Still 14-0. Hem back to throw. Here comes the rush. He is in trouble, and he is going to go down back inside the 5. Coming up with a play for Ashland, Matt Lewis, number 25. So the loss is back to the 7.
Sling him down, give him a little bit of credit for some forward progress. But they get to Justin Hem. That sack attack for the Ashland Arrows working here in the third quarter.
3rd down, 18, as coming in to make that hit again, Matt Lewis. 3rd and 18, ball at the 7. Here's Hem, going to keep the football himself. He is hit, spun down inside the 5 and about the 3. Coming up with a hit, number 82, Chris Snow for Ashland. It's 4th down, and Piqua will punt the football away with 4:23 and counting here in the third quarter. Ashland should get good field position.
Sack 2 plays ago by Matt Lewis, his 14th of the year, and the entire Ashland defense just turning up the wick on this possession. 2 sacks in a row of Justin Hem. And now really pinned into their own end zone. Ashland sure to get some outstanding field position by the time they get the punt returned.
Snap and Rolfe will punt it out of there. Nice punt. McFarland comes up, catches it. He's at the 30, cuts it up 25. He's still running and is knocked down at about the 23. And Ashland has the best field position they've had all night at Piqua's 23-yard line. They need to come up with some points right here.
They need to come up with 7 points. Down 14-0 with a short field. They've got to make it count. The offense has got to capitalize on the table that the defense set for them. 2 sacks in a row, pinned the Piqua Indians back into their own end zone for the punt. Now the offense needs to step it up and put the football in the end zone.
Fairhurst split to the far side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the near side. House right to shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 23. He's back to throw. He has some time. Going for the end zone. Ball is up for grabs and I think intercepted. Yep, it is. The ball is intercepted on the far side by Phil Collier. He was right there.
Third
the air
turnover.
goes right out of the balloon for Ashland.
3rd turnover of the night. Housewright trying to make allow an athlete to make a play in the near corner.
Phil Collier went up and just took it away.
Andrew Spicer, the intended receiver, and Collier did make a heck of a play. On offense, Collier's dropped 2 balls, but on defense, he was all over that one. In the near corner is Andrew Spicer, and Collier going up for the jump ball.
Ashland's defense back out there again. 1st down and 10, Piqua from the 20. Hem gets the snap, going to run it himself, gets hit and driven straight back. Coming up with a defensive play for the Arrows is number 41, and that's Mike Lamb.
That is 3 sacks in the last 3 offensive plays for the Piqua Indians. Defense is doing their part.
Loss on the play of about a yard, call it 2. 2nd down, 12, Piqua from their own 18.
You talk about winning the battle along the line of scrimmage. Right now, it is completely in favor of Ashland.
Piqua to the line of scrimmage with 3 wide receivers. To the near side, now 1 to the far side. Here's Hem, option inside, it's Collier. Getting out of there with a 1st down, look out, 35, McFarland knocks him down at the 40. So 1st down, Piqua.
22 yards, they find a way to get it to Phil Collier. The shovel pass to Collier, his first reception of the night. 118 yards through the air. Shovel pass from Hem to Collier, making it work to move the chains and take the air out of that defense. 6 first down tonight for the Piqua Indians.
1st down, Piqua. Ball is at the 41, their own. Back to throw. Nope, they're going to give it away to Collier again, who runs into a wall going to the near side after a gain on the play of about 2. 2nd and 8, Piqua. Clock continues to run. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Piqua enjoys a 14-point lead.
2:19 moving, and by the time Piqua gives this football back, we will probably be into the fourth quarter.
Brandon Sane goes in motion. They hand it off to the fullback, Willie Monbeck, who gets into Ashland territory and is knocked down at the 46-yard line, and that is another Piqua first down.
First carry of the night for Monbeck.
2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Piqua started this drive at their own 20 after the pass interception by Phil Collier. M will take it directly under center. He'll run the option, cut it up, gets hit and dropped after a short gain. Coming up with a tackle from his defensive line position, Taylor Page. Gain on the play of 2.
Factoring in the combination of sacks on Justin Hem and some positive runs also. He's carried the football 13 times, but he's only netted 3 yards.
And Piqua's going to call time with a minute and, beg your pardon, not Piqua, but an official's timeout. Now they're set. Equipment problem with one of the players for Piqua. That's been fixed. Second down and about 8, Piqua. Ball's at Ashland's 44-yard line. Snap. They give it to Brandon Sane. Gets away from one man in the backfield. Trying to find some place to run. Puts his head and shoulders forward and is knocked down at about the 43. That'll bring up third down. Third down and about 6. Kurt Gillespie in on the tackle.
Well, the book on Mr. Sane is that he can lower his shoulder and run over you. He can run around you. He can run away from you. That time he lowered the shoulder.
Piqua looking at third down and about 7. They'll go with 4 wide receivers. Shotgun snap, back to throw. Hem has some time, now running out of it. Now being chased, steps up, throws. Ball is dropped again. Phil Collier had it go right between his hands. That's the second one he's dropped tonight. The first one was a really tough catch, but he dropped a sure touchdown pass, and here he drops a first down catch.
Actually, that's the third drop of the night by Collier, because he dropped one right down here in the first half. Usually the sure-handed Phil Collier, the primary receiver and favorite target of Justin Hem. Outside of the pick in the end zone on the previous possession by Ashland, not much to write home about with the combination of Hem to Collier tonight.
Snap, roll to punt it. It's an end-over-end punt that will bounce. McFarland falls on it, and Ashland is deep in their own territory at about the 8-yard line. Boy, if you're going to catch the ball inside the 10, you better make sure you got it.
I think what he was trying to do was trying to stab at it right at the 10. But I think if he'd have let it bounce, it would have gotten into the end zone. And there's an illegal procedure call, so I think we're going to see Piqua kick this one again. I don't think Scott Valentine likes that field position at all. We'll do that one again. Not enough men along the line of scrimmage. 6th penalty against Piqua for 50 yards. So the mistake by McFarland not going to hurt. He'll get a chance at redemption right here.
Oh, we're off to punt it again. There's a snap, there's the punt. And it is a high spiral that will bounce and take an Ashland roll and be down at the 30. The ball's already been touched, as far as I could see, up at the 30. And that's where the officials are standing, and it is first down and 10 Ashland from that point.
What a change in field position that is from the 7-yard line out to the 30. So not enough men along the line of scrimmage by Piqua really works to the advantage of Ashland. 5 seconds remain in the third quarter. And we don't have any points on the board in the second half. All 14 of them for Piqua came in the second quarter.
Piqua's defense has done the job to this point. aided by a couple of turnovers by the Arrows. They've been shut out for 3 quarters for the first time all year. 1st and 10 from the 30. Housewright will keep the football himself, run it, get across the 30, and get to about the 31. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3, Piqua 14 and Ashland nothing.
Hi, I'm Michael Miller, owner of Miller's Diamond Jewelry. We have something for everyone, but if you don't find it, we can create it. We have custom design experts, a graduate gemologist, a friendly trained staff, and the latest in laser technology. With our commitment to quality and service, we give you the brilliance you deserve. Visit Miller's Diamond Jewelry in the Appleseed Center, Mansfield, celebrating 55 years, where our customers are the real gems.
Ashland Community Federal Credit Union wishes the Ashland Arrows football team success this weekend. Ashland Community Federal Credit Union at 1123 Sugar Bush Drive or 818 Union Street in Ashland are Ashland Arrow proud. Go, Arrows!
How you're feeling inside, keeping you from going outside? If persistent symptoms like chronic diarrhea, an urgent need for a bathroom, severe abdominal pain, rectal bleeding, fatigue, and weight loss are tying you to the bathroom and keeping you from living your life, it could be something more serious, like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. See a gastroenterologist. At the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, we know the earlier these diseases are diagnosed, the easier they are to treat. Don't live with your symptoms. Get on with your life. Get help. Get better. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. Dignity, hope, and one day, a cure. For a free information kit, call 1-877-CCFA-311 or go to ccfa.org.
What makes B-Dry the best? It could be their 25 years of service or their 200,000 satisfied homeowners. Dave Hedrick believes it's the great customer service.
As far as customer service, I think that's one of the things that really sets us apart from any other company in this industry. And that's one reason we shine.
Got water in your basement? Call B-Dry System of North Central Ohio. Your neighbors trust them. You can too.
This is WMFD-TV Channel 68 and America's first independent digital television station, WMFD Digital Television, Mansfield.
Be a part of something special. The Galleon chapter of a Special Wish Foundation. Call 419-683-3331.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union, and sponsored in part by Johnny Johnson Sports, B-Dry System of North Central Ohio, Mansfield Richland Area Chamber of Commerce, and by People's Savings and Loan Company of Bucyrus.
Ready to start the 4th quarter, and Ashland has 12 minutes left in their football season unless they can do something about this 2-touchdown deficit.
Got to think in any particular quarter, an offense gets, 3, maybe 4 possessions if it goes as according to normal. You need 2 scores. Give away these possessions. Everything becomes extra special in the final 12 minutes when you're down 2 scores.
Beg your pardon, 2nd down and 8, Ashland. Ball at their own 32-yard line. Housewright gets the football. They run a reverse, they put it on the ground, picked up by Logan Kerr. Logan Kerr trying to get something out of nothing, ain't gonna be able to do it, and Ashland loses big yardage all the way back to the 16-yard line.
That's a 15-yard loss. Gonna credit it to Logan Kerr, but it was not the cleanest distribution of the football by Eisenhower, who was under some pressure as he tried to get it to Logan Kerr. Kerr never had a good handle on it. Not a good exchange. And now, down in distance again. 3rd and another country mile.
Ball all the way back at the 16. It's 3rd down and 24. Housewright back. Nope, gonna run it. Straight up the gut, gets to the 20, and pushes it ahead to about the 24-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down, and Ashland's going to have to punt it again.
Well, I think Ashland just used up their last possession where they didn't do anything. From this point forward, I think they are under the gun to get it in the end zone.
And if I'm Piqua, you keep the football on the ground and give it to the best back in the state of Ohio. At least many people feel that way. As Baker gets ready to kick. The snap. Here comes the rush. He gets it off. And the ball will bounce. And Piqua will get it. 1st down and 10 at the 39. So the defensive Ashland is called upon again to try to come up with a stop. And I would expect that Piqua try to keep this ball on the ground and grind it out if they can, leading by 2 scores.
Winner of this ball game will move on to the Final Four. The other 3 games being played tonight that will make up the remainder of the Final Four: Macedonia Nordonia versus Chardon, Columbus Bishop Watterson versus Pickerington Central, and Cincinnati Turpin versus Harrison.
Hem gets a snap, going to keep the football himself to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, and run out of bounds on the near sideline at the 39. 1st down, Piqua.
"22-yard pickup by Justin Hem. That'll move the chains. 1st down, number 7. Biggest run of the night for the quarterback, Hem. Comes near sideline, turns it up, and shows some explosiveness.
First and 10, Piqua. Ball at the Ashland 39. Hem's going to keep it himself again. Get close to the 35 and is run down right there. Actually, they're going to give him just across the 35 to about the 34. 2nd down and about 4. Gain of 6 on that last play.
Defense trying to strip Justin Hem. Bishop Watterson being beaten. I know by now you may have already picked up those final scores, but Pickerington Central is beating Bishop Watterson rather handily. The score we just got, and that's got to be close to the end of that ball game.
2nd down and 4. Piqua. Hem again. Carries the football. 1st down, Piqua. He's still running across the 30. Down to about the Ashland 27-yard line.
Well, Bill Nees would like nothing better than to be able to keep the football on the ground, allowing his quarterback to pick up the necessary yardage to move the chains and keep the clock running. Justin Hem does just that. 16 carries now for the quarterback, Hem, 35 yards.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Piqua, ball resting at the 26. Hem going to keep the football again, running himself. 20, 15, he's to the 10. He's inside the 5, down to about the 4. 1st and goal, Piqua.
Another 22-yard run by Justin Hem, as he has literally taken the Indians on his back here on this possession in the 4th quarter, as Piqua looks to put the football game away.
Piqua's blowing Ashland off the line of scrimmage. That offensive line is moving the guys in the black jerseys back. 3 wide receivers far side of the field. 1 to the near side. Hem going to keep it himself, and this time Ashland is not blown off the line of scrimmage, and they get to Hem for a loss back at about the 6.
Clock now at 8 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Defensively, Ashland giving up just 13 points a contest. Piqua scoring at 37 points a game.
Hem in shotgun, gets it, tries to go over the left side, and cannot get away from Logan Kerr, who makes a nice tackle back at about the 8-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, Ashland is not unfamiliar with goal line stands. Watch number 3 come slicing off the corner to take down the quarterback. Logan Curry is a little slow and not necessarily in good sorts right now as we look at him in live action. He's on the corner in coverage with David Rolfe, and he's hurting.
Snap, Hem back to throw, looking back to the near side, goes far side in the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's Phil Collier, who this time hangs on, and that, folks, may be your ball game. It is now Piqua 20, Ashland nothing.
It looked like that football went right through the hands of Kurt Gillespie and into the hands of Phil Collier. Take another look. Justin Hem finds Collier, his favorite target, in the end zone, but it goes right through Kurt Gillespie. Good concentration by Phil Collier to pull it in for the score.
Hem will hold, and in to try the point after is Wes Reed. Snap, set, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the football game. Piqua 20, Ashland nothing.
Richland Bank has a checking account to fit your style. Our new line of personal checking accounts makes choosing the right one for you even easier. And now there are even more ways to qualify for a checking account with no monthly service charge. Personal checking accounts feature a free Visa check card, free personal online banking, and online bill pay. Ask any Richland banker for details when you stop by or call any of our 13 locations. Bank with a leader in checking. Choose Richland Bank.
Richland Bank, expect a difference.
I'm Robert Franz, music director of the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra. For me, every concert is a thrilling journey, and I want to take you along. The Mansfield Symphony Orchestra is better than ever. In fact, it's one of the reasons North Central Ohio is such a great place to live. Join me for an adventure with the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra live in the historic Renaissance Theater.
Keep a great thing growing, America. Tree City, USA. The Arbor Day Foundation invites you to put down roots and plant trees in your community. You'll see an amazing transformation. Trees clear the air, clean the water, and conserve energy. As much as we need trees, we need to plan, plant, and care for them. Support Tree City, USA, where you live. Go to arborday.org to learn which trees to plant where and how to care for them. At arborday.org, you can contact your state forester for community forestry assistance.
Of the Arbor Day Foundation, families across the nation, plant a tree today for all the world to share.
Keep a great thing growing, America. Tree City, USA.
The Old Parsonage at 1611 Eagle Way in Ashland salutes the Arrows for the record-breaking year from the McFrederick family and the Old Parsonage in Ashland. Go Arrows!
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union, and sponsored in part by Fin Feather Fur Outfitters, Ashland Community Federal Credit Union, Central Ohio Group Insurance, and by McFrederick's Old Parsonage.
Wes Reed to kick off, as it looks as though Ashland's football season, after 13 weeks, is going to come to an end. Here is the kick, a pretty good one. It'll be Hiller to 15. He's to the 20. He's to the 25. He's to the 26. It gets run over. Brandon Sane made the tackle. 1st and 10 Ashland.
Well, the third trip to the playoffs for the Ashland Arrows, and the second under Scott Valentine. They got to some uncharted waters, getting to the regional final.
Well, somebody from Ashland at the end of the season said, how far do you think we'll go? And I said, 3 weeks. And this is the 3rd week. And I was hoping it'd be a little longer, but I don't believe it's going to be. First and 10 Ashland from the 25. House right back to throw. Sideline. Ball caught by Fairhurst and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Gain of close to 9. 2nd and 1. David Roll over on that sideline, and so was Ty Knox.
Well, Ashland has been hindered by down and distance problems all night long and the inability to get the football down the field. Housewright settling for a lot of underneath routes, as he does right there. First catch of the night for Anthony Fairhurst. Good for 8 yards.
2nd down and about 2 Ashland. Snap of the ball. Housewright is back to throw. Throws to the sideline again. Fairhurst makes the catch. That's a first down. And it is 1st down and 10 for Ashland up at their own 45-yard line. They stop the clock to move the chains with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the football game.
First down number 8 for Ashland. Now those underneath routes are going to be there for the rest of the evening, as the secondary for Piqua does not want to let anybody wearing a black jersey get behind him.
Housewright back to throw. He steps up, throws. The ball is caught by Tyler McFarland. McFarland at the 40 to the 35 to the 30 and run down at about the 28-yard line. That is another Ashland first down.
27 yards that time on the pitch and catch from Housewright to McFarland. Another first down for the Ashland Arrows. 2nd catch of the night for Tyler McFarland. 62 yards now through the air for Housewright. He's got things heating up as the secondary playing off the underneath receivers for the Arrows.
Back to throw Housewright, being pressured, in trouble, gets away, steps up, will try to run. Official gets in the way, and he goes down at about the 26. Gain on that play. Well, let's see what they're going to give him. Maybe 1 yard, that's about it. About 1.5 yards, that's about all. 2nd down and about 9.
Yeah, the official almost gets involved in the play when he's trying his best to get out of the way. 2nd down and 8 now for Housewright and the Arrows.
Ball at the 26. 3 wide receivers near side. Housewright is back. He is under big pressure and going to go down. Back at the 35. Clock running. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play. Third down.
Tomahawk chop by the faithful on the Ashland home side here at Tiffin.
3rd and 16.
They have packed this place out. Piqua travels extremely well, and the Ashland community has turned out in substantially large numbers tonight.
Housewright back, throws. Ball is caught by Fairhurst at the 25. And that's going to be well short of a first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. 5 minutes to play.
3rd catch of the night for Anthony Fairhurst. 9 yards that time. But willing to bend and not break is the Piqua defensive motto right now. 4th down, Ashland obviously has to go for it, and they will.
4th down and about 8. Ball's at the 25. 3 wide receivers near side. 2 to the opposite way. Housewright's back. He sets. He throws. Ball caught by McFarland. McFarland gets to the 15, inside the 15 to about the 13, and that should be a first down and is. We'll take a break as they move the chains.
At People's Savings and Loan Company of Bucyrus, they want to make your banking as pleasant and comfortable as possible. With extra-wide drive-thrus, a covered ATM, rear-covered entrance, a handicapped inside teller window, and plenty of convenient parking, they make it easy to visit their brand-new location. Stop by to visit one of their friendly loan officers and ask John or Steve to show you how locally owned and operated People's Savings and Loan Corporation can make a difference.
Feather Fur Outfitters in Ashland support the Ashland Arrows football team. Visit Finn Feather and Fur Outfitters for all your hunting and outdoor supplies. Go Arrows! From Finn Feather and Fur Outfitters, Route 250 and I-71 in Ashland.
Keep a great thing growing, America. Tree City, USA. Go to arborday.org to learn which trees to plant where and to contact your state forester.
Boy, I'm sure glad my dad's doors are tough. My dad says Gander Doors installs quality doors with kids like me in mind. He says that the life of a garage door endures a lot of hardship from active families who have kids like me. People have been trusting Gander Doors for 3 generations. So when you need a garage door, you should call my dad at Gander Doors. Right, Dad?
That's right, son. So give us a call at Gander Doors, 529-2002.
This is WMFD-TV, Channel 68, and America's first independent digital television station, WMFD Digital Television, Mansfield.
This Friday night, the WMFD Game of the Week travels to Tiffin as Piqua takes on Ashland. Watch the broadcast of the game Friday midnight and Saturday morning at a special time, 7:30 a.m. here on WMFD TV. Ashland looking at first down and 10 from the Piqua 13. House right, back to throw. Sets up, throws, ball over the head, and picked off. That's Phil Collier. This is the football game. 50, 45, 40, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Piqua. And a flag goes down, and that's going to go against Taylor Housewright.
That's an 87-yard interception return for a touchdown by Phil Collier.
It is now Piqua 26 and Ashland nothing, as you see the pass interception on replay. And it was caught off the tip.
Another tip ball cost Tyler Housewright. Back the other way, Phil Collier. He's figured large. He's had some drops tonight. But when he's made plays, he's made big ones.
I think the reason Housewright might have tagged him is Collier just kind of slowed up and looked at him as if to say, look at me, and then Taylor said, well, I'll smack you anyway. Well, it's 26-0. It really doesn't matter at this point as Wes Reed is on to try the extra point. There's the snap, the ball down, and kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:02 left to play, Piqua 27, Ashland nothing.
Give me an F, give me an R, give me an E, free. Give me a checking account with Empire, it's free.
We'll give you $25. Our free checking offers you no monthly fees, no minimum balance, free online banking and bill payment, free checks. Support your school with Spirit Checks, featuring your team's logo on every check. For every box you order, we make a cash donation to your school.
We got Spirit, yes we do. We got Spirit, how about you?
Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Join us today.
Be a part of it.
Central Ohio Group Insurance at 136 East Main Street in Ashland wishes the Ashland Arrows football team success this weekend. Central Ohio Group Insurance, they're Ashland Arrow proud. Matt Tharp at Central Ohio Group Insurance salutes the 100th anniversary team. Go Arrows!
For nearly 15 years, Empress Express has been serving the finest in Chinese cuisine. Empress Express prepares your favorite Chinese dishes when you order them. Fast, fresh, and delicious. All entrees are made from the highest quality meats and vegetables and are wok cooked to seal in the natural juices without being greasy. There is a difference in Chinese food. Taste for yourself. Call us today or come into Empress Express on Park Avenue West in Mansfield.
Tonight's scoreboard is being sponsored by Empress Express, featuring fast, fresh, delicious Chinese cuisine. Empress Express. Dine in, take out, and delivery.
4 minutes, 2 seconds left to play in the football game, and Ashland's football season will come to an end, but 100 years celebration has been just that, a celebration. They will receive a regional runner-up trophy to this football season. And again, 2 teams in 2 years in this area have won regional runner-up trophies. Wintford last year, Ashland this year. Coming back with a kickoff, Nate Cooper to the 25, and is knocked down at the 27. So, first and 10, Ashland, with 3:56 left to go here in the football game.
Taylor Housewright's going to live to throw another day. He's only a junior. He'll be back. Not had the best game under some heavy pressure by the Piqua defense. Piqua defense really brought it to the offense of the Ashland Arrows tonight, limiting Ashland, and I don't have this officially, but I'd hesitate to say limited them to the fewest number of yards of any game this season.
Piqua's got a good defense. They are big and they are quick. Housewright gets the snap. He's back to throw. McFarland makes the catch at the 30 to the 35 and spun down after picking up a first down. Gain of 11. So first down and 10 for Ashland. Football up at the 38-yard line.
Pickup of about 10. Catch by McFarland, his 4th of the night. Chains will move again. Actually, when you look at the first down totals, Ashland has 11 first downs tonight. Piqua only has 8. But they got 2 of their 4 touchdowns on turnovers that were returned all the way for scores.
Housewright back to throw. He sets, he fires, he's going to go deep, looking for Brandon Harris, and Collier picks off another one and gets away. Collier running with a football. He's at the 30. He gets hit and spun down at the 32. And another flag is down. Back upfield. Let's see what this flag is about as they sort it out.
All the way back upfield. Ty Knox back at 2:57 of the second quarter took a fumble by Taylor Housewright all the way back. You look here at the pass picked off by Collier. Flag was all the way back down at the other end, so Collier's heading back upfield, but the flag was for something far, far away from the action you're seeing here.
Be a face mask penalty against who? Against Ashland. That is the preliminary call.
But not around the ball. It was back down near the original line of scrimmage. So it was Ty Knox with a fumble recovery going back all the way for Piqua. And then an 87-yard interception return by Phil Collier. So 14 points out of the 27 defensive points by the Indians.
Face mask penalty is declined. The point is moot now anyway with 3:22 left. It really doesn't matter. But the officials still have to call the game. Piqua will move on, improve to 11-2, and Ashland will call it a very good season at 12-1.
Taylor Housewright, 93 yards passing. Statistically, Dan Eisenhower running the football, the leading rusher for the Arrows with 40 yards. Housewright with 38. But Taylor Housewright, who had not thrown an interception in the 2 playoff wins, has thrown 3 tonight.
Snap of the ball, they give it away. Brandon Sane with a football, trying to cut back, trying to get a block, trying to get outside, gets hit and dropped after a yard loss. Clock running, 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in the football game, and I doubt very much if Piqua throws the football again.
And unfortunately, to add insult to injury, of the 5 turnovers committed by the Arrows, 3 were interceptions, 2 were fumbles, and the 2 fumbles, unfortunately, belong to Taylor Housewright.
Second down and 10. Justin Hem will take the snap directly under center, gets it, turns, gives it away. Brandon Sane runs the football, both hands on it, knocks down as he crossed the 30 and got up to the 32. Luke Rogers made the tackle. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left to play.
Well, Bill Neese will see his team into the state semifinal. They're back in these playoffs for the first time since 2001. This is their 9th overall playoff appearance. You'll see his record as head coach here in his 15th season go to 125 wins and 45 losses.
And maybe before it's all said and done, a big gold trophy. Hem Back to throw. Nope, on a draw. Going to give it away to Brandon Sane. Breaks a couple of arm tackles and is finally spun down after a short gain of maybe 1.
You know, the Northmont game in Week 10 where they got beat 21-14, I can understand that because they tied with Northmont for the Western Division title in their conference. But in Week 1 against Grove City, where they got beat 48-41, what kind of team is Grove City? They finished 4-6.
Grove City, though, usually is a pretty good football team, and it's Week 1.
And we have seen in Week 1, teams can look unlike any other week during the season. Completely turn things around from the way they performed in Week 1. Evidently, that's what Piqua has done.
Rolf the punt. High spiral. McFarland will let it bounce, or will he? Takes it on the bounce. 35, 40, and down. 58 seconds left to play. We'll take our final break. We'll be back.
Ashland Community Federal Credit Union wishes the Ashland Arrows football team success this weekend. Ashland Community Federal Credit Union at 1123 Sugar Bush Drive or 818 Union Street in Ashland are Ashland Arrow proud. Go Arrows!
At Hearst Drug, we're more than just a drugstore. We offer a variety of fun and unique items. Ever think of making your own beer or wine? Hearst Drug carries all the supplies you'll need. Bottles, cappers, corkers, sterilizing equipment, and a variety of flavors for wine bases. Beer and wine kits, what a fun idea for that hard-to-please person on your gift-giving list. After all, we're more than just a drugstore. Hearst Drug, 4th and Diamond Street in downtown Mansfield.
The Old Parsonage at 1611 Eagle Way in Ashland salutes the Arrows for the record-breaking year from the McFrederick family and the Old Parsonage in Ashland. Go Arrows!
Final 58 seconds left in the season for Ashland and in this regional championship game in Division II. And Ashland's going to go down swinging, or throwing, should I say.
5 wide receivers set in an empty backfield.
Yeah, you've done it all year. Why change now? Pass thrown outside to McFarland. McFarland across the 40, ahead to about the 43. Didn't get out of bounds. Clock runs with 48 seconds and counting down. They will be handing out regional championship trophies after this. Of course, Piqua to pick up the regional championship trophy, and Ashland, the regional runner-up. It's tough to get into the playoffs, and even tougher to advance because everybody is good, so Ashland is to be congratulated on a heck of an accomplishment as time runs down. 24, 23, 22 seconds. Maybe time for one more play, and that's about it. Housewright back to throw, under pressure. He steps up, he throws, and the ball is batted down. Pass batted down. That's going to stop the clock with 10 seconds left. Coming up to pass it up, or break it up, was Brent Fox. 10 seconds left. 3rd down and about 8, Ashland.
But when all you Buckeye fans are at the spring game at the Horseshoe next year, and you see, I don't know if Brandon Sane perhaps is thinking about getting to Ohio State early.
He would be foregoing his senior year in track if he does.
Well, so I guess I answered my own question, or you helped me to answer the question. You're certainly going to hear the name Brandon Sane, but now you have a first-hand opportunity to see him before he actually becomes a Buckeye. We hope you've enjoyed it.
Housewright carries the football, gets it into Piqua territory to the 45, and they'll stop the clock to move the chains because it is a first down. There are 3 seconds left.
8 carries, 52 yards for Dan Eisenhower. And give Eisenhower credit because he has really come back from an ankle injury in the first quarter that slowed him down considerably. They must have done a tape job and a half on that thing because he's come back here in the second half.
That's it. They put the football down, spot it, run the clock, game's over. The final score, it's Piqua 27, Ashland nothing.
Fin Feather Fur Outfitters in Ashland support the Ashland Arrows football team. Visit Fin Feather and Fur Outfitters for all your hunting and outdoor supplies. Go Arrows! From Fin Feather and Fur Outfitters, Route 250 and I-71 in Ashland.
No, what'd she say?
She said whatever.
No, she says that all the time.
What's that?
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Who's this? It's me. I'm on the phone. Mom.
Oh, you're on the phone. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Anyway.
Who are you talking to? Kelly?
Mom.
All right.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
What sport are you into? Football, basketball, soccer, tennis? Johnny Johnson Sports has you covered. Johnny Johnson Sports has the latest sportswear and outerwear for all area schools, with a large selection of new school logos for t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, ties, and bags. Johnny Johnson Sports also wants your team business. Johnny Johnson Sports, where your image is our game. Johnny Johnson Sports, Stumbo Road in Ontario.
Get the best of both worlds. Access to Ohio's top-ranked public university in a picturesque setting, all at Ohio State Mansfield. In addition to on-site housing and affordable tuition, you have access to over 170 undergraduate majors taught by distinguished faculty in small classes. It's Big Ten quality in a small college setting. It's Ohio State Mansfield.
Final score, as you hear the loudspeaker, Piqua being awarded their regional championship trophy. Ashland's already received their runner-up trophy. For the Arrows, well, 100 years, the 100th year of Ashland High School football. I don't think anybody would have dreamed this. Their first undefeated season since 1963 and their deepest penetration into the playoffs ever. They fall here tonight and are regional runners-up. It's been a heck of a year. Congrats to the seniors and congratulations to Coach Scott Valentine on a record of 12-1.
Individual numbers for Piqua. Brandon Sane, 14 carries, 42 yards. Quarterback Justin Hem, 19 carries, 54 yards. Hem through the air, 8 of 13, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Phil Collier with 2 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown on offense from his defensive spot. He also had an 87-yard interception return for a touchdown. So Collier ends up with 2 touchdowns tonight for Piqua.